Hey, hello everyone. Working on the John Deere MT. Well, in this video, we're mainly going to see if she runs. She looks pretty, but we're going to find out if she wants to start. Just got done putting a new hydraulic hose on it. Had put a couple of them on here. We're going to check for leaks, make sure nothing does leak, hopefully not, and make sure our hydraulics work. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn the gas on. Oh, looks like it's full already. I did kind of mess around with it. I didn't try starting it though. Mostly because I had the lines off. They really needed replaced. These are the hoses for the John Deere MT. This one here had a bunch of wrap around it. They were trying to stop a leak, and it's not in the greatest of shape. And surprisingly, this one was not leaking. But how long before it was going to start? Especially on this end. See what I mean? So let's make sure we're in neutral. Yeah, I brought it outside of the shop because last time I tried messing with something inside the shop, we had an oil explosion and it went all over the place. And I don't want that again, especially with a high pressure line. Make sure we're on. Give it some choke. See what we get. Oh, give her a little throttle too. Man, right to life. She was ready to go. Well, we got no major leaks going on. That's good. Try to lift. Well, no, I'll do it from the other side. Try and lift it. Oh, it brought it up. That side. No, it didn't. We got nothing for hydraulics. Well, that one's working. But this one's dead. Wonder why. We must have some air in the line somewhere. Hey, look at that. It's even charging now. It wasn't doing that before. It is a positive ground. Well, Oh, ready to make a mess? Boy, there's a lot of air in that line. Well, we'll see what that does. Well, we'll kick the ignition on and see what we get now. A little choke, maybe. Well, not looking too good. Well, I've just been letting it run here and it's slowly, well, kind of sort of getting itself pressured up. This one's really good. I still don't know why the outer one's having issues. Well, let's throw her in gear and see if she'll drive. Oh yeah. Yard's too wet to really do anything. Cool beans. Only we can figure out why this 3-point's not going. We'd have a pretty operational tractor. Boy, she runs good. Well, I gotta do some research on that and what the best way to bleed it is. Well, there's definitely more air in the line. I just cracked it and it hissed at me. Boy, that doesn't look very good. Maybe I need to just change all the fluid out too. Well, I tried a few different things and I just think something's wrong with the cylinder on the inside here. I tried bleeding it out of the relief valve, which is up here. It's building pressure, it seems okay. This here definitely had more pressure behind it because it was up, but I don't know, I just can't get it to work out. So, for now, we're just gonna have a couple big bolts. I'll probably throw one across up here too and maybe put spacers in between it. And yeah, we're just gonna put some bolts in here and have the two connected to one. We'll just have one locked out all the way and then this one can control the height. Naturally, it wants to come back up even though there should be a certain amount of weight to hold it where it, I don't know, let's go about halfway. I should get so far and then stop. Yeah. Now I can't push down anymore. Well, if I did that, we could go all the way down with it forward. So we might just lock that one out totally because it's not doing anything. Then we pull this one up and yeah, she's stuck. So I think the lift cylinder's bad. I think it needs rebuilt and I don't know if that's something I want to tear into on this. A little disappointing on that. I didn't think it was working when we first got it in, but I wasn't quite sure. So that's going to be the fix for now. A couple bolts. And yeah, let me know what you think. Is there some way you can bleed that different? Because this one seemed to work a-okay, no problems. But this inner one's definitely being an issue. Boy, I made this thing hard enough to get on and off of. Oh. Fail. About where we had it in the first video. Quite a change since then, huh? I don't know how much I want to drive it in this yard. Look at all the sticks that have come down since that last couple storms. It's bad out here. Look at how soft. I think we're just going to turn around and park her. Well, we'll throw her in, what do we think, third? Try doing a loop around and back. See if we get stuck, huh? dip here I gotta get over. We want to get in reverse. Well, I'd say she's been christened. Now she's all muddy. Oh, well, we'll have to blow that off. But I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been a fun little project. I don't think it really turned me into a deer person, though, to be honest. These things are a big turn off. I look at what I did when I was putting it back together. There's a pretty obvious scratch from where I went to go on with the screwdriver and slipped, and she, whoop. Not a great design on that. Don't know, getting on and off of it's a pain. Your foot pedals, my feet are too big for these things. Trying to get on them reliably. Yeah, not the straight up and down steering wheel. I'm just not a huge fan of either. Like Farmall F20s, F12s kind of had the same thing going on. I never liked it on them either. I want one that's kind of tilted towards me. That hand over hand on top just doesn't feel like it gives you enough leverage when you're trying to turn it. Especially on this one, it seems to like to lock, bind up a little bit while you're going if you're sitting still. It's like it'll go real easy and it'll just, oh. So something could be wrong with the gearbox. I can't imagine anything being wrong with that gearbox after having this giant loader on the front of it and been fighting that for who knows how many years. But yeah, she kind of fell down. I don't think I'm going to put the loader back on it. Needs new hoses and everything. Just can't see myself doing anything with it. When I do go to sell this tractor, this one's, I'm planning on moving out of here pretty quick. I just can't see myself using it. It doesn't lift super high, and these cylinders need rebuilt. And yeah, and I'm wanting to move that tractor out of here pretty quick. I got some other things I'm eyeballing. And also I've got the Yamar for my loader for lifting stuff high in the air. So what do I need that little thing for? Actually, this thing's a lot smaller, but you know, it's a lot more useful having a tilt bucket and can pick up past, 5 feet. So is it perfect? No. Is it better than it was? I think so. Definitely. Definitely needed a little bit of work here and there. Needed some new hoses. Turns out it had a dead spark plug, and now I got mud all over my back because I leaned against the tire. Awesome. But I'm pretty happy with it. And probably going to have it up for sale here in the next month or two. I got to get that done. That drawbar painted up and back on here. I wish this would have just worked instead of my quick fix. But I don't know if I want to dive into that or not. Is it really worth it? I don't know. Maybe to someone, but not to me. I'd rather do up that 2-in Ford in there than try and get this thing done up anymore. Or that Model A. This here was just kind of a side project I picked up. And yeah, a few months, we had her turned around pretty quick. But here's why we don't want to put that loader back on. Look at that. That's been repaired. This whole front end has been snapped off at some point, and it came back and it curled this hood all around. You can see where it was curled around because this all leaned back, and there's a big repair there too. And then there was a crack in the casting back here. So yeah, I think they tried picking something up too heavy because one of those mounts is right here where all that stress is going to go, and it would have snapped it. And then the other two are on the back. So, yep, going to do it for this one. leave a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully we can get more in depth on stuff. I keep thinking I'm going to do a full video on something, and then a bunch of other stuff happens, and then we bring another project in, and then we bring another project in, and I got to get that thing ready to go, and then we bring another project in. You know, it just keeps piling on, and I've got to keep up with it too, you know. We got to kind of move these. I know it's not the greatest job in the world, but kind of shoddy work, but we're just trying to preserve it. We're just trying to make it look a little better. And look at the hood, where those lines sat, that was all bowed in. We got her a little straighter. This was all caved in. It's up. This whole thing was down to about here or so. That's back up. So it's definitely better than it was. But yep, wheels, that, and the air breather, and we should be up and going again. I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like, hit subscribe, and have yourselves a great day.